How's everybody doing today?
Good.
Well, I'm really excited and grateful for this opportunity. Obviously, with the Orlando Solar Bears tradition and what they have going on here, this is a great opportunity for me and my family. Now, on that note, I'd like to take a minute here to also thank my family, because if it wasn't for my wife and my kids, none of this would be possible without their support and love, and through all the ups and downs, everything I've been through in the last 7 years, 13 years, 20 years. It's been great, and I'm very fortunate to have the family that I do. I'm glad that they're here with me today. Is there any questions?
Coach, what went into this decision to join this organization?
Well, there's a lot to go into those, to be honest with you. The first thing and the biggest thing is to be with an organization that you know is going to support you, an organization that believes in winning, an organization that is built the right way. And with Chris Heller, the DeVos family, Alex Martins, and I'm thankful for them for this opportunity. I believe that from the top down, everybody's here for the same reason. We're all here to win.
What's your coaching philosophy like? I guess, one, how you work with the players, and two, what you want to see on the ice.
Well, the biggest thing right out of the gates is communication. I think anywhere you go, the players got to know what the expectations are. They have to know what you believe in, and they have to know what the standards are. And if you do that and you put that in front of them and you push them, you're going to have success, but they have to know that. And it's whether it's a first-year guy or it's a 10-year pro, from top to bottom, they got to know that you are pushing the same direction, but you're going to help them, get them some success, make sure that they're doing everything they need to do to be able to grow.
What's going on, Coach? Brandon Green, Spectrum News. So you're the head coach and general manager. So how do you manage both of those positions? Because you're the one making the decisions on the players, but you're also nurturing and trying to get the players better as well. So how do you merge those two together?
Yeah, that's a great question. It's wearing those different hats, but I think for the general manager part, that starts, a lot of it's in the summer. You're looking to build your team, you're building your roster, you're finding the players to do it. And then when the season gets going, it's still a bit of the general manager part, but then it steps into the head coaching part, where now you got to make sure you bring that product that you've been building all summer onto the ice to do what you have to do and make sure that, the guys are, performing in the best way possible. But there's definitely a little bit of back and forth on all of it, because you are wearing both hats, but I think in a way that's great. You get to build your team, and guys know what is expected of them, like I said earlier, and then when you get on there as the head coach, you get to push them.
With the timing, where are you on the roster right now?
I think we're in a good spot. Obviously we still have a few months before the season starts. Obviously coming into this, I wouldn't say late, we're just getting started, but I'd say we got about half the roster going right now, and more guys we've been talking to, and I think we're building it in the right direction. We want to make sure we have great character guys along with good hockey players. So that takes a bit of time. You got to make sure you do your due diligence to get the right guys in here, and I feel like that we are continuing in the right direction right now.
What are your standards and expectations then that you talked about specifically?
The biggest things for me is control what you can control, and that's your effort and your attitude. And if you do that on the ice and you're putting your best foot forward and you're working and competing, and then you have a good attitude towards it, not only on the ice but also in our community, that's what I expect. I expect guys to go out there and make sure that they're representing the Orlando Solar Bears in the best way possible, not only at the rink but away from the rink and in the community that we know supports us so greatly here. And we're very fortunate to have the fan base that we do. So that's the biggest things for me coming in. And if they do that, we're going to have success. But if they don't, then they're not going to be here very long.
So are you doing any scouting today with the kids that you go out there and stuff?
Yeah, some future Solar Bears. Yeah. No, that's great. That's great. Yeah, no, they're. I'm excited to get on the ice with the kids. That's always a great part of it. I'm fortunate I have a 10-year-old and a 12-year-old, so they all know that we like to go out there and have a lot of fun on the ice. And today it's going to be meeting some of the young fans and some of the future Solar Bears.
When it comes to building the roster, when there is a coaching change, how receptive are players out there to that? Is there a little more challenge to doing it when that happens?
In bringing guys back, or guys already signed?
Just, bringing in new players, filling out the roster.
Yeah.
You have some guaranteed spots already that you have on the roster, but when it comes to new guys, how receptive are they when there's a coaching change?
I think it's like anything. New players coming in, new coach coming in, there's always going to be a little bit of a, learning part to it, which you guys got to get to know each other a bit. And I understand that doesn't happen overnight. But like I said earlier, I do believe that communicating with them and making sure that they know where they fit and how we're going to work together and how I can help them. Whether it's going to the American Hockey League, that's just being a great ECHL player, that's being an everyday player. And those are all through the lineup. But when that coaching change happens, which happens in pro sports, then you just got to make sure that when you come in, again, we're doing this in the same aspect in every situation. So these players got to know that I might not be the guy that necessarily signed them or the guy that brought them in originally, but at the same time, the areas that I can help improve them.
This team, like you mentioned, it does have a tradition of winning. It's made the playoffs several years in a row. They haven't gotten over that hump in the playoffs. Like how do you push a team like that over the hump, and that kind of foundation of winning? How much does that help?
Well, it's great, the foundation, and that's what that's the goal for everybody, is obviously to make it to the Kelly Cup Finals and win. I was fortunate as a player to win it. I lost in the finals as a coach back in Cincinnati in 2014, but it starts from day one, to be honest with you. If not, it starts in the summer and talking about that. And the great part about this team is that the players I have spoken to, every single one has said, I want to win. I want to bring a championship back to Orlando. I want to make sure that we're able to hoist that cup at Kia Center and make sure that we do it the right way. And that, to me, is a great start. Nobody's talking about themselves, everybody's talking about the team, and that's the players we want to get in here. But it really starts in the summer, and then it starts first day of training camp, and it's making sure that guys know that the non-negotiables, the other areas of the game, we have to be on top of, and we have to make sure we're detailed, and we know that the end goal is what it is.
I know you said it all starts in the summer, and you just got here just a few minutes ago, but what's your agenda looking like now? I mean, pretty sure the roster building starts now, but what's it looking like, making sure you have our team ready to go once the season starts later in the fall?
Yeah, no, it's chipping away. What I've started to do is talk to all the players that are already part of this. And after that, it's talking to agents, talking to other players. It's just building up that roster. And it, like you said, it started, from first minute you get that job, you're on top of it, and that's the GM part of it, and that's what I've been focused on right now. And then once we start building that team up further and we get the guys in place that we want to, then we start working on the other areas. But that's the starting of it right now.
Given the Florida Panthers' success, the Lightning's success, there's 3 ECHL teams here in Florida. Is Florida hockey the new Canada?
Yeah, it's hard to disagree with that. There's been great success down here at all levels, really.
Yeah.
No, I think Florida is great. It's great to see that everybody is doing well down here and it's building up. Obviously, years ago it wasn't like that, but now to see it and see Tampa Bay have the success that they've had, and we're fortunate to be affiliated with them, and then obviously the Florida Panthers and everything that goes into it down south here, it's great. No, we're really excited.
Yeah, have you heard about the atmospheres that the Solar Bears play in at the Kia Center?
Yeah, I was fortunate to see it firsthand a few years ago now, but seeing the Kia Center is something else. I think that might be the best facilities in the entire league, if not in the American League as well. And then to have the fans that we got that are obviously very loud and very motivated and encouraging is great. And no, I've heard nothing but great things about it, and we're really excited to see it as fans and be a part of it.
Yeah, your family's excited?
Oh yeah, my son went and saw it the other day, the Kia Center, and he's on top of the world right now thinking about it.
What kind of locker room culture are you trying to build here?
It's just a team thing, and everything is together. And I think that is easier said than done, especially in the ECHL, because everybody has those motivations to get higher, right? Which I understand that, but at the end of the day, you have to have that team. Everybody, everybody's working in the same direction, and there's going to be some stuff that we do as a team to build it up. It's not always on the ice; it's got to be off the ice as well. But we got to get that brotherhood together to make sure that when we go into the dog fights against the Florida Everblades, against Jacksonville, against South Carolina, it's a very tough division. We have to make sure that we're doing it as a team and doing it as a family.